Nothing will stop this show! Round 1, ready, go! Player 2 takes an early lead. Yes, wow. Round 2, ready, go! And we're tied up.
これが太鼓の力だ。
Mine. Round 3, ready, go! Yeah. This is match point for player 1. Hey, come on! Now or never. Ready, go! Who is going to take the win? Okay. Final round. Ready, go! Are you okay? Nice call. That was a nail biter. Keep an eye on this matchup. Winner!
この試合悪くなかったぜ。機会があればまた戦おうぜ。